Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be sharing some of our top places to visit whilst in Abersoch in North Wales. This is a bit of a niche video, so if you've come across this video because you've searched for Abersoch on YouTube or Google, then I hope you find this useful and take away some good things to do whilst you're there. We have loved going to Abersoch for years, so I thought it might be a good idea to compile some of the footage that I've got and make a video on some of our favourite day trips we like to do when we're there. With it being the summer holidays, if you are looking for a UK break somewhere, hopefully this video will give you a bit of inspiration. I hope you enjoy the video and it gets you into the summer mood, and I'll just get straight into our top places to visit. So to start the video, I thought I'd show you some of Abersoch itself. So it's a lovely little seaside village in North Wales. There's lots of nice places to eat out, little shops to browse in. A lot of the restaurants and pubs in Abersoch can get booked up weeks in advance, especially during the summer holidays. So if you are planning to go, I would recommend getting those booked in early. Abersoch Boatyard is where you go if you want a hoodie that says Abersoch on. They do some really nice pieces of clothing. I've had some really good hoodies from there in the past. There's quite a lot of places now in Abersoch you can get ice cream, but our favourite has always been the Shed that's right next to the Veinal pub. They used to do this amazing Bakewell tart flavour, which they've sadly stopped doing. So our new favourite is Raspberry Ripple, but they have so many flavours. Quite a few of the shops in Abersoch are dog friendly as well, which is great, and the pubs of course. It's just great for people watching, sitting outside, having a drink, especially if the sun's out. It is sort of one of those places, if the weather's not great, and there isn't loads to do. But to be honest, I personally don't mind a walk in a bit of rain if there's a pub at the end and a nice comforting meal. There's a nice garden centre in Abersoch as well. There's a few shops to browse in. You can still find things to do if the weather's not great. So one of our favourite places to get a drink and some good food is called the Potted Lobster. The manager and staff are always so friendly, and it's also dog friendly as well, which is great for us inside and out. There's a certain area inside where you can sit with dogs, but on the day I filmed this it was actually closed, sadly, because usually it looks really well presented and stylish from the outside. They have really nice cushions and the tables are laid out really nice. I haven't actually got any clips of Abersoch Beach, but I personally much prefer the stretch of beach that's called the Warren Beach. So it's a massive beach, the Warren. It's a lot quieter as well than Abersoch Beach. I just think the sand looks quite a lot nicer and softer, and there's kind of sand dunes at the back and a lot of greenery. So Abersoch Beach, one half can get very, very busy and the other half is dog friendly. So it's kind of split into two. But Abersoch Beach is where you will find all the beach huts that sell for quite a lot of money, whereas the Warren Beach has a lot of the chalets that are on the Warren. The Warren is a very nice holiday park, and the chalets that are located on the beachfront have steps down onto the beach, and they're really nice to look at as well when you're walking along. It just gives you all the holiday vibes. There's also a cafe on the Warren Beach as well. We will often walk along the Warren Beach and then into Abersoch, but there's so many places, restaurants, cafes, where you can get food, drinks, sandwiches and things. Somewhere else we like to go to the beach and for some really good walks is Llanbedrog. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing all these places wrong in Welsh, but Llanbedrog is about a 5 to 10 minute drive from Abersoch, so not far at all, and the walk down to Llanbedrog Beach is very lush and green, and there's a little stream that runs alongside, so it's a really nice little walk down to the beach. Again, you can get ice cream there. There's a little cafe. There's a really nice restaurant called Aqua Bar, which has great views of the beach, so you can go here for an evening meal as well, or just soak up the sun when the weather's nice. Or again, if it rains, it does have like covers over to keep you dry. Sometimes that's really cozy, like if you're dry underneath but you're watching it rain. I kind of like that feel. So there's like two iconic houses on Llanbedrog Beach just to the right, which I think you can rent out as well. I think the furthest one along is actually split into two houses possibly. There's a really nice walk on the headlands as well. You can walk to this thing called the Tin Man, and then from there you can head down the steps onto the beach. It is a very hilly walk and the steps are very steep, so if you have any walking difficulties I wouldn't recommend it, but that is a walk we do quite often. Another favourite place of ours is called Morfa Nefyn. I just want to say this is in no particular order either of our favourite spots. I'm just kind of saying them randomly. So Morfa Nefyn is a bit of a drive from Abersoch, maybe 25 minutes or so in the car, and we usually park up and we tend to start at the pub that's called the Ship Pub, I think. I will double check that. But we tend to start there and then walk along the beach. On this particular day, the tide was quite far in, but we did still manage to walk around just the edge of the beach. A lot of the times we go, it's quite far out, so it's not a problem. But if it was too far in, you can walk along the headlands as well with nice views. There's like a nice golf course, and then you can see the sea, and it's really pretty. But yeah, Morfa Nefyn, it's a gorgeous little place. There's some lovely looking houses as you walk down to the beach. The houses are like whitewashed houses. You see the fisherman boats. There's an RNLI station as you walk round the corner, which is quite cool if you've got kids as well. But the main attraction is the pub on the beach, which is called the Tycock Inn. Very quirky inside. Lots of people get food and drink to sit on the beach with. It can get really busy as well at times, but we always manage to find somewhere to sit. It's just a really cool place. I always feel like I'm abroad when I'm there. The Tycock Inn pub is very small inside. It's very like oldie worldy. I'm not sure if it's like one of the oldest pubs, but yeah, definitely worth a visit. The next place I wanted to mention was a place called Aberdaron. Again, some great walks you can do. Everywhere in Wales is green with lots of sheep and amazing walks. So you're never short of a nice walk and a pub at the end. But it's only a small town, but it's well worth spending a couple of hours here. There's a very cute little bridge with a stream that runs underneath it. There's a lovely little bakery. They do some like amazing Cornish pastries and cakes. The view from like their terrace is really nice. There's a beach to relax on. There's a really cool fish and chip restaurant that we've been to, and you can sit inside as well, which I think is always a bonus if the weather's not great. There's a few oldie worldy pubs. There's a little gift shop and an ice cream shop. Gives me all like the Balamory feels. You often see rabbits hopping around, which again is pretty normal in Wales, but I just think that's so sweet. There's also a boat you can get from Aberdaron to Barnsley Island, I think it's called, which we've actually always wanted to do for quite a while, but we haven't yet. If you Google Barnsley Island, you'll find out a bit more about like the people that live there and like the small community, so it's quite cool. So yeah, definitely take a trip there if you've got a spare couple of days. And that's it really, as it's not a massive place. There's probably loads more places I could tell you and talk about, but those are sort of the ones that were at the top of my mind. Another little random thing I'd recommend is going to visit a shop called Totally Abersoch. It's a gorgeous little shop, like a gifty shop. I love looking around it. They have some really nice home things. They do great like photos and prints of Abersoch that you can get framed. They just have some really nice quality pieces, and that's just like a short drive. If you're in Abersoch Centre, it's probably like 5 minutes in the car. So yeah, there is loads more you can do in Abersoch. This is just a few of our regular favourite spots, but if you know the area well, I would love to hear your favourite things to do, because I love discovering new places. There's lots of other places that we've been to that I haven't mentioned in here just because I'm not as familiar with them, but there's also Pwllheli that's not far. Pwllheli Marina is quite interesting to look at if you like boats and things like that. Again, some nice walks. I know Wetherspoons if you're looking for a cheap meal outside of Abersoch. You can hire paddle boards in Abersoch, sailing boards, there's golf courses. There really is quite a lot to do, and on top of all that, you really don't need to spend much money at all to have a good time. Make a picnic, take it to the beach, watch the sunset, and sometimes you might spot dolphins if you're lucky. We've seen them a couple of times. Or, you know, just have a barbecue with family and friends. You can camp or stay in glamping pods, or Airbnbs aren't too expensive just outside of Abersoch if you don't want to pay the prices to stay in the centre. But yeah, it's a great place as well if you have a dog and kids to go to. It's very outdoorsy. And a little fun fact, if you didn't know, Bear Grylls Island is here, and he lives there for the whole month of August. If you're a Bear Grylls fan or you've got kids that are, then go in August and you might see him. And that is it for this video. So if you have any questions or you would like to know more about any of the places that I've mentioned, feel free to drop me a comment down below and I will get back to you. I hope you liked the video, and thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, I would love if you would consider subscribing for more content like this, and I will see you in my next video on Monday at 7. Bye guys!